Good day everyone. I am Janre Efreman and this is our video lesson about the Japanese Parasol dance. So let's proceed to the learning objectives of this lesson. So at the end of the lesson, you are able to discuss briefly the history of the Japanese Parasol dance. Second, identify different counting and formation in Parasol dance. And last, you are able to execute the steps of the Parasol dance. Brief history of the Japanese Parasol dance. Parasol dance or the Japanese Parasol dance was created for wealthy men. According sa module na to, medyo contradict lang dahil kalimitan or karaniwan daw sinasayaw ito ng mga geisha. Pag sinabing geisha, ito yung mga entertainer na babae in Japan para sa mga mayayaman lang na mga Hapon na lalaki. Ito pa yung isang contradict dito. Dahil daw, sinasagawa or pine-perform ito ng mga geisha after nila na magkaroon ng coitus. Pag sinabing coitus, ito yung sexual intercourse or genital intercourse between the man and the woman na nag-serve daw as a reward or as a reward or award for the male. Then, though later o pagkalipas ng mga panahon, it became a dance before sexual status. Sabi dito parang nagkaroon na ng kalinawagan yung mga Hapon na yung mga female o yung sayaw na to hindi lang para sa sexual intercourse or sexual status but para makita din ng mga Hapon na lalaki kung ano nga ba yung tunay na kagandahan o yung tunay na kagandahan, tunay na kalagayan ng mga female na mga Japanese nang sa gayon matakpan yung madilim or medyo contradict na nakaraan ng sayaw na to.
So good day everyone, I'm Jamaica Mer Arlaude from Prepared 3D and I am here to continue the reporting about Japanese Parasol dance. Japanese Parasol dance is an example of a simple Japanese dance that uses an umbrella. So this dance is suited for girls making use of shuffling steps. That is basic step for the typical Japanese. So the parasol dance is from kabuki, which means classical Japanese dance drama. So according to the researchers who put together the Shurijo Castle Park New Year's celebration in 2010, Dahigasa Odori is a part of the classical Ryukuan court dance technique that developed in the 18th and 19th centuries. The principal function of these dances were to honor and entertain the the ambassadors from China. So this dance have 5 different types of. So those are Wakashu Odori, which means young person's dance, Rojin Odori, old person dance, Uchikumi Odori, dramatic dance, Naisen Odori, men's dance, and Ona Odori, women's dance. This type of dancing lasted until the center of Okinawa was established. So, at which point it became part of the outlaw Kabuki theater. So, because of the original Kabuki performances were deemed immoral and unfit for polite, Japanese society, the theaters were built from outside the city walls, sometimes even in the river bottoms, like many other forms of outlaw, outlaw theater. Kabuki became widely popular and its dance forms in the Ryukyuan style were handed down from performer to performer. So also Japanese parasol dance performed usually at spring festivals by one or many dancers. It has its roots in the traditional theater art of Japan. Uh, Japanese parasol dance have fun fact. So the fun fact about Japanese parasol dance, did you know that parasol dancing actually used to be done by males, not women? Also, did you know that parasol dancing is just shuffling across the floor, but you have to be trained to do it?
Good day everyone, my name is Romeo A. Joben from Bifed 3D and now I'm going to discuss the place of origin of Japanese dance and the classifications. First is the place of origin. It was during the 18th and 19th century that a dance technique called Higasa Odori was developed by a man called Tamagusuko Seiju in the Ryukyuan court in Okinawa in Japan. Furthermore, it was thus using Higasa Odori as a template that this dance style was then created. And he created an Ona Odori for a woman with a Okinawan style costume. From her hair to her delicate white tabi. It was it was a dance meant to evoke the summer reason and that the happy, carefree feeling of a maiden playing in the fields. And now the classification of Japanese parasol dance. The Japanese parasol dance use the umbrella or the parasol. And the principle and the main purpose of this dance is to entertain Chinese ambassadors visiting the country and to honor the ambassadors from China. And there were 5 different types of dances. Wakashu Odori, Rojin Odori, Uchikomi Odori, Nishi Odori, Ona Odori.
Here are the Japanese parasol dance costume. As we can see, women wear bright colored called kimono. When we say kimono, this is the traditional Japanese garments that we have charmed their way around the world due to their beauty and style. As we can see, they carry a parasol which is called the umbrella or the oil paper umbrella. They also wear Japanese shoes or the wooden shoes that called geta, and they also wear socks or we call tabi. The last one, the song played during the dance is called Mikado. Yun yung song na play nila when they are performing. Thank you.
Everyone, my name is Joshua De Plata and today I'm going to discuss the music in Japanese parasol. So music A. A is starting with the right foot, executing shuffling step forwards, twirl parasol overhead. And B, with the shuffling steps, turn around in a face clockwise, twirl the parasol over the right shoulder. And C, repeat B, turning counterclockwise, transfer parasol to the left shoulder. So D, turn right about and repeat A going to a proper place. Twirl parasol overhead, finish facing front, and repeat B and C. So music B, step right sideward and then step left close to the right foot. Bend knees slightly, straighten knees, bend the head slightly to the right side, parasol resting on the right shoulder, and then do not turn. And then B, repeat A to the left side, starting with the left foot. Transfer parasol to the left shoulder. And then repeat A and B. And then D, with the leading, and then execute shuffling steps moving clockwise. Each group makes its own circle. Twirl parasol on the shoulder. And it's gonna be 8 acts. Then E, turn right about and repeat D counterclockwise. and then transfer parasol to the left shoulder. Then music 3, and then A, all bend forward and drop on knees, place the parasol behind, bend trunk slowly forward until the head touches the floor. And then B, raise the trunk slowly and take parasol with both hands and place it in front. And then C, in kneeling position, sit on heels, Japanese fashion, and then raise the head and look around the parasol at the right side and to the left side. And then D, repeat C. The music A, each girl rolls her own parasol around self clockwise and counterclockwise. And then B, roll it in front sideward right and sideward left. And then repeat B, letter C. And then letter D, repeat A and B. And then letter E, all take parasol and stand up with the right foot. And then music B, all face right, holding the parasol with two hands at high level. And then execute shuffling step forwards, twirling parasol clockwise. And then C, turn left about. And then repeat A, parasol topward audience. And then D, turn right about and repeat A and B. And then E, execute shuffling step forwards to form a square, each girl, and then occupying a corner facing a common center. And then F, turn around in a place clockwise and counterclockwise as in figure. And then B and C finish facing the center. And then G, turn around in a place as figure, B twice, and then finish facing proper places. And then H, repeat A going to place, and then I with no, and then leading each set turns once counterclockwise and then exit. And then use shuffling steps throughout, and then twirling the parasol on the shoulder.
So have a good day everyone. My name is April K.H. Lumboy from Biped 3D. So this video is an introduction to traditional Southern Italian dance called Tarantella. So, sa video ito, malalaman natin ang tungkol sa Tarantella, kung saan ito nagmula at kung bakit tinawag na Tarantella. So I am here to present the history of Tarantella. So, let me define first what is Tarantella. Tarantella is a couple of folk dance of Italy, characterized by light, quick step, and teasing flirtatious behavior between partners. So, Tarantella derived from the Italian word tarantola, meaning tarantula. Yung tarantula is isang species ng gagamba na malaki. Tinatawag natin yung tarantula sa Tagalog. So, the tarantula gets its name from the town of Taranto in Puglia, where the bite of the local wolf spider or the tarantula was widely believed to be highly poisonous and led to a condition known as a tarantism. So, kapag kinagat ka daw ng tarantula or tarantula is yun daw yung poisonous at tinatawag itong tarantism kapag kinagat ka. So, the tarantella's origin is connected with tarantilism, a disease or form of hestria that appeared in Italy in 15th to the 17th century. So, according to the legend, once bitten by a tarantula, the victim referred to as the tarantata. So, kapag kinagat ka daw ng tarantula, ikaw, ang itatawag sa iyo is tarantata. Then the next is the only cure, it seems, was to engage in the frenzied dancing ritual of the tarantella. The tarantata is surround of townspeople, which musicians would play instruments such as mandolins, guitars, and tambourines in different tempos in search of the correct healing rhythm. Once the correct rhythm was found, the victim dancing the tarantella alone. So, yung history pala ng tarantella is nakuha siya sa kagat ng tarantula, which means kapag kinagat ka nito is tatawagin kang tarantata kapag ikaw ay biktima. And then, kapag ikaw ay nakagat na, ang tanging cure lang is ang pagsayaw or pag-engage sa dancing or the frenzied dancing ritual of the tarantella. So, kapag ikaw ay biktima, sa gitna ka ng mga tao, and then tutugtugan ka nila ng mga mandolins, guitar, and tambourines in different tempos. Tapos kapag nahanap na nila yung correct rhythm ng tugtog or ng healing rhythm is sasayaw ka alone ng tarantella. So, now, as the passage of time faded the legend's mystic, the tarantella eventually transformed from a cure to a deadly disease to a couple dance. Either a man and woman or two women perform at wedding ceremonies and other celebrations. In fact, the tarantella is now considered unlucky by some to be danced alone. So, as time pass by, yung tarantella is isa na siyang sayaw na kung saan pwedeng sayawin ng lalaki at babae or parehas na babae. With music, rhythm in a lively 6x8 or 6/8 time. This rapid whirling dance is characterized by light, quick step, and flirtatious gestures between two partners. Typically, the woman carries a tambourine and her rapid movement are used as a way to excite her counterpart. On the other hand, the man's movements are made to charm his partner with his agility and tenderness. Thank you!
Tarantella is a quick-spirited folk dance that involves so much spinning and playing of tambourine. It is also characterized by 6/8 time upbeat tempo. So, paano nga ba yung 6/8 upbeat tempo? Pwede siyang maging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or, pwede rin siyang maging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or, pwede rin siyang maging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tarantella is not an 8-legged creature, but in fact, it is a dance. More specifically, it is a foreign or international folk dance. The name tarantella is derived from the Italian word tarantola or tarantula, which is a wolf spider.
Good day, English April Lin from Iped 3D. I'm going to discuss to you the origin of place of the Tarantella. So, southern Italy served as a birthplace for the folk dance known as a Tarantella, originating as far back as the 16th and 17th centuries, yet more prevalent during the Middle Ages Renaissance. Primarily, this dance form started off as a solo dance to cure disease, yet transitioned into dance of courtship years later. A cultural experiences of Tarantella comes from the occurrence of a spider bite from the well-known tarantula. It was believed that when someone was bitten by the tarantula, the only cure would be to dance the poison out of his system.
The Italian ethnic dance, called the Tarantella, have traditional costumes for women and men. The women's traditional costumes are white garter skirt, white aprons, and a scarf around the neck. I have here examples of women's traditional costume. The traditional costume for men are specially made shoes, three-quarter pants, a black vest, and generally a little cap. So I have here also examples of men's traditional costume. The props used in Tarantella dance are the hole, the well, the tambourine, and the beans from the vineyard.
Tarantella. Tarantella is a group of various folk dances characterized by a fast upbeat tempo, usually in 6/8 time, sometimes 12/8 or 4/4, accompanied by tambourines. It is among the most recognized form of traditional southern Italian music. The tarantella is a traditional dance form and accompanying music with a distinctive rhythm. From the south of Italy, tarantellas appear in many pieces of classical music and literature and in popular culture.
Dance literature. Tarantella is a ritualistic dance in honor of the god of music and sun, Apollo, and god of wine, Dionysus. Its origin is connected with tarantism, a disease or form of hysteria that appeared in Italy in the 50th and 70th century, and that was obscurely associated with the bite of tarantula spider. Moreover, in these years, they believed that the victims needed to engage in frenzied dancing to prevent death from tarantism.